Alright, what is going on, y'all? We are back with another video. In today's video, we are here to talk about 5 players who I believe will break out, this season. And I'm not going to include players like Shea Gilgeous-Alexander, Michael Porter Jr. I think those are the obvious. I'm here to talk about more of the underdogs, some of the underdogs. So, let's get started. First up, we have Kevin Porter Jr. My opinion, I think he's in for a huge season. Last year, he had he only played in 26 games, but during the time he played with the Houston Rockets, he averaged 16.5 points. I think about six and a half assists, and about 4 rebounds. Wasn't the most efficient player, but you saw flashes of him being a very special player, which included 50 points against Drew Holiday. When you just score 50 points against Drew Holiday, man, you know you could be a very good player in this league. And I think with John Wall no longer, playing for the Houston Rockets. Houston going more towards a rebuild with the backcourt of Jalen Green and Kevin Porter Jr. I think he's in for a huge breakout, a huge season. It would not surprise me if he averages about 20 points, like 6, 7 assists this season. I'm expecting a huge season from Kevin Porter. His ability to create, to create his own shot, his ability to score at 3 levels, I think it's pretty special, especially for the value that where he was drafted at late in the first round. I think Cleveland, obviously, things didn't end well in Cleveland, but I think he's a special talent, and I think he's in for a very big season. I would not be surprised if he's a borderline All-Star. I don't expect him to make an All-Star this year, but it would not surprise me at all if he put up borderline All-Star numbers this year. So yeah, so we all know Houston's not going to be very good next year. Um, Jalen Green, Christian Wood, and Kevin Porter Jr. in my opinion, would be the top 3 um, scorers this season, and especially with him playing point guard this year, he's gonna have a lot of opportunity to put up a nice number this year. So expect some good numbers from Kevin Porter this year, and do not be surprised if he averages 20 or more points this season. All right, next up we have Jordan Poole. I know this has become one of the more popular players candidates to break out next season. I should have made this video earlier, but I was high on Jordan Poole even before last year. I know his rookie year was not good at all. He shot under 35% from the field his rookie year, only averaged about 8 points, I believe. Last year, the numbers is not outstanding, but in my opinion, sophomore season, he had a much better year compared to his rookie year. Even though his sophomore year early on, right, the first half of his sophomore year, it was up and down. So they sent him down to the G League. He absolutely killed at the G League. Ever since he came back from G League, he's been phenomenal in my opinion. Post G League, I was over like 15, 17 points per game. Was much more efficient. And then we saw what he was doing the playing games against the Lakers and Memphis. I think he's become a pivotal player for them. Until Clay come back, I do believe he will be the backcourt mate of Steph Curry. I think he's the third last brother. A lot of Warriors fans are very excited about him. I'm excited for him as well. But I think he will be the perfect 6 man once Clay come back and get himself back acclimated, and caught back up. I think it's going to be a deadly trio. You could potentially see those 3 close out games, and the amount of floor spacing and shot making from those 3 players, it's going to be absolutely fun to watch. You can tell by watching Jordan Poole. If you watch him during the preseason, he looks so much more confident compared to when he first entered the NBA, even early on last year. But like I said, ever since he came back from the G League, his confidence has risen. The shots he's making, his shots that I saw him making in college and high school. Jordan Poole, his ability to score from honestly from three levels. Is very underrated. Not much of a defender, but I love his shot making ability, his ability to shoot threes. Especially the amount of gravity that Steph has and for his team, and how much gravity he holds on another team. Jordan Poole gonna have a lot of more open shots opportunity. He's gonna get a lot more open shots, so I expect his efficiency to jump up next year. And it would not surprise me at all if he has between 18 and 20 points. While Clay is gone. Would not surprise me at all if he becomes a second leading scorer or a third leading scorer, depending on how Andrew Wiggins want to show up. But obviously, Steph Curry going to get his buckets. Wiggins is kind of X factor, but I'm very excited for Jordan Poole, and I think he's a prime candidate to break out, and it would not surprise me at all if he be in the most improved conversation. All right, next up we have Keldon Johnson from the San Antonio Spurs. He's a player that I thought that was an absolute steal during the 2019 draft. He was picked 29th. I thought he was a lottery talent. Spurs actually got a steal. Rookie year, He was in the G League for majority of the year, which I thought he did not. He shouldn't have been in G League. He absolutely killed in G League. He proved that he should have never been in G League. Then the Orlando bubble arrived, and he was absolutely phenomenal in the bubble, in my opinion. Nobody really noticed it because people don't pay attention to the Spurs so much, especially ever since the Tim Duncan era and the Kawhi Leonard left the Spurs. But he was very good ever since the bubble. He was remained the starter. He was the permanent starter last year. Started every single game, averaged 13 and 6. I love the energy that he played with. Always had a high motor. Big strong wing. Um, I love the way how fearless he is when he's attacking the basket. Love the fact that he got USA experience from the Olympic team, so I know he gonna carry all that Olympic experience, over to the Spurs. And now we got to think about it. The Spurs veterans are gone, so now, such as DeMar DeRozan, LaMarcus Aldridge, Patty Mills, and Rudy Gay. Now they finally going and focus on the youth movement. So all the youth has been unleashed now, and I'm looking forward to see how players such as not only Kelly Johnson but other Spurs players as well will look this year. They might not, win a lot of the games or make the playoffs, but I think Kelly Johnson is absolutely one of their cornerstone pieces. I definitely expect him to have a jump in his points per game. One thing I'm looking forward to him adding is his jump shot. If he can add a 3-point shot and add an in-between game, the sky's the limit for Kelly Johnson. I think he had all-star potential. So it's going to be very fun to see how Kelly Johnson, step up. And I think he will be in one of the most improved conversations next year. I'm very excited for Kelly Johnson this upcoming season. All right, next up, we probably have the least known player and probably the most surprising player on this list. I know a lot of people would say it's Nickeil Alexander-Walker. Here's a player I was high on coming in the draft, and I'm actually very high on this player. Not a lot of people know this name, but he's a 3-level scorer. The fact his rookie season didn't play a lot, averaged 6 points per game. Last year averaged about 11 a game, but when he was starting, he averaged over 17 points per game, and there was a stretch of like 6 or 7 games where he averaged about 21 points per game. Pretty good efficiency. So, in my opinion, I think he needs to be starting 2 guard, or he need to be starting in the backcourt. He's absolutely a hidden gem for the Pelicans. Like I said, he's an underrated 3-level scorer. He's a solid playmaker. Love the way that he navigating the pick and roll situations. I think if he get the minutes and he starts, which I do believe he will get more minutes, and I do believe if he's not starting at the beginning of the year, that he will eventually be a starter, that you will see a huge jump in his points per game. Would not be surprised if he averages between 16 and 17 points per game if given the right opportunities. Especially for this Pelicans team that needs scoring at the backcourt, who needs playmaking, and who needs floor spacing. He provides all 3 of those things. Nickeil Alexander-Walker, you heard it here first, man. He's a very underrated player, in my opinion. Very underrated scorer. Very underrated shot creator. And if things go how I think it will go, and he is given the opportunity in the minutes and end up starting for the Pelicans team, do not be surprised if he averages anywhere between 15 and 17 points per game. I'm pretty solid efficiency. So, yeah. All right. Last but not least, we have, in my opinion, I'm very confident that this player will be in the running for most improved player this upcoming year, and that is OG Anunoby. In my opinion, he's in the conversation as one of the most versatile defenders in the league and best 3-and-D players in the league. Last season, he averaged 16, 5.5 rebounds, 1.5 steals, on 48% shooting from the field, and 40% from 3 on 6 attempts per game. That alone shows you that he one of the better 3D players in the league, and he's guarded the best team's perimeter players, guarded the other team's best forwards, and some nights he guarded small ball 5. So he can really do all on both ends. And he's shown flashes of being more than just a 3-and-D player. He's shown some shot creating ability. He showed the ability to get to a rim and finish at a higher rate. And this upcoming year, there's no Kyle Lowry and Pascal Siakam. It's going to miss the first couple months of the year. So I think there's a lot of opportunity that Pascal, and there's a good chance that he can average about 20 points per game this year. I'm very good efficiency, 50% shooting, 40% shooting from the 3. He's a player that I'm very excited for. And Toronto, in my opinion, will be better than many people believe. And I'm very high on OG Anunoby. But with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let me know in the comment section how you guys feel about my list. If you disagree, let me know in the comment section. If you agree, let me know in the comment section. So with that being said, hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you like this video, please drop a like. I greatly appreciate it. If you guys not subscribed yet, please subscribe. It helps me a lot. With that being said, man, I'll catch you guys in the next video, man. Peace out.